Welcome to Business Chats with Debbie, where we talk to small businesses about their stories. I'm your host, Debbie Wolberton, and today I've got the lovely Ed Chapman in. Hooray! So you've got lots of hats. You're one of these people who've got lots of hats, and you talk about lots of different things. Predominantly, you're known as the Trailrunningman because you do a lot of running. Which we had to put a hold on last year. Was it last year when you had your injury?
I was diagnosed with a back problem last year, but fortunately someone has sorted it out for me. So I'm going back to the desert this year.
Yeah, you are. So we talked about it this morning, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I'd rather you than me. This is definitely not on my bucket list.
I think it's called Type 2 fun.
Yeah. No, thank you. But what I really want to talk to you is about your charities, because I know you do an awful lot of charity work, mainly around children and drug abuse and everything else. So I just want to talk mainly about them, really, to get their story out there and what we can do to help if we can.
Yeah, I've been strongly involved with charities for a long, long time. As you know, I used to be an accountant. And we used to do a lot of charity audits, and that's where I got involved. And through one of my running events, I got involved with a charity called Go Beyond, which provides respite breaks for disadvantaged children. And I love it. When I was first asked...
You go weeks away, don't you?
When I was first asked, I thought, oh, no, do I want to spend time with a load of angsty children? But,
mine have gone. I've gone past that.
But it's lovely, yeah. They come for a week's residential break, either in Cornwall or in Derbyshire. And they're children that have got problems in their lives. So it might be they're bereaved, they might be abused, they might have drug-addicted parents, whatever makes their life difficult. And they get a week away. And we do outdoor activities. Yeah. And I love the outdoors. And if people don't get to know the outdoors, they're not going to want to save it. And a lot of the children are from inner cities.
They've never been.
Or even Plymouth and Bristol, they've never seen the sea.
Yeah.
So let's Go Beyond. And the breaks are free for the children. It doesn't count as time off school because of there's some educational element to it, but not. Most of it's being outdoors. And then more recently, I've become a trustee of a charity called BoSense, which is near Hale, and they're a drug and alcohol detox and rehabilitation centre. And again, a lot of the children at Go Beyond are there because their parents have hectic lives, and if you can help people overcome an addiction, then you're creating a better space for the children, a better space for the people, and just generally, doing some good. And I know people sometimes have a negative view of people with a drug addiction, but they don't choose to be that way.
Something's happened. Something's triggered that to happen. Yeah. And it's sorting out that trigger, isn't it? So that they can get themselves sorted and get themselves clean, and then hopefully go on to live what we would class as a normal life.
I think most of the people you and I come across are privileged. We don't realise what hectic lives some people have and what problems they have to put up with.
Yeah. Because everyone's got problems, you know what I mean? That's what my mum always said to me: if you can't say anything nice, don't say nothing at all. Just keep your mouth shut. As a true Scouser, just keep your mouth shut. Because you don't know what people. Everyone puts a face on. They all have their game face of what people see on a day-to-day basis, and then they go home, and that's when the issues happen. When the door closes, or they're getting bullied at work, or work's not going correct. They've got money issues, and that's when everything starts to spiral out of control, and that's when these issues start to happen.
I think it's getting worse, especially for children, because I got bullied at school, but when I got home, I was in a safe environment. Now, when children get home, they still get bullied on social media. Yeah, you might say, well, why go on there? But if they don't go on there, they don't have any friends. No. Yeah. It's
24/7. That's what I say to my girls. You know what I mean? I'm glad I was brought up in the generation where mobile phones didn't exist. Jail go, what? but they didn't until I was, do you know what I mean? I was in my 20s when mobile phones came out, because you could leave school. Okay, you could have a spat with your mate in school, but you go home and they'd either call around later on for you to go out, or they'd phone. It wasn't in your face 24/7, which it is nowadays, and you just can't get away from it. And it's there. Do you know what I mean? I watch my own children. Can't you just put your phone down for 5 minutes? Just come away from it and have a breather.
That's the thing at Go Beyond. They're not allowed electronic devices. So as volunteers, we're not allowed to use our phones in front of them either.
Yeah.
So, and they don't seem to miss them. because they're having so much fun.
Yeah, it's a break from it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a forced break. That I can't use my phone because I've been told I can't use it, rather than I'm not using my phone because I don't want to. Because then the bullying just starts again. Do you know what I mean? It's a very hard, vindictive cycle if they can't stop it.
And I like not being able to use my phone. And by the time I can use my phone in the evening, I'm so tired, I don't bother. So I have a nice, although I'm very active during that week, I have a nice relaxing time because I'm not worried about work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's great.
It's a pity, isn't it? We can't all just have a digital detox.
Yeah, and I'm lucky because, you know, I kind of work part-time now. I choose what I want to do.
Yeah.
Whereas before I used to work full-time and couldn't choose what I wanted to do. So I have fun now. And that's my business model is around I just do things that are fun to do.
Yeah.
I don't earn a lot of money, but I don't spend a lot of money because I get given stuff for free. So when I go to South Africa, I don't pay for the entry in the event, so I don't have to earn that money.
Yeah.
Might be interesting to think about the tax implications.
Nah, not even thinking about that. So what can we do to help with your charities, obviously?
I think with Go Beyond, there are 4 things really. Money, because that always helps. And you can go on Go Beyond's got a website, just Google it. But more it's about getting the message out to schools because they rebranded just before COVID. And then a lot of people lost touch. They were called Chicks in the past. So just telling people at schools and any childcare professional, which includes teachers, can refer children.
Yeah. So
just tell them that Go Beyond exists. It's free, doesn't count the time out of school. If you can volunteer Monday to Friday, be fantastic. And then if you can send me some child-appropriate jokes, because I'm running out of them. And I think for Bow Sense, the drug addiction charity, I think it is just having an open mind to the fact that people with addictions didn't choose that route.
No.
And not condemning people
with
for that.
With hindsight, if they could look back and say, no, I'm not going to do that, they all would do it, yeah. Because it causes so much disruption to your life, doesn't it, really? You lose so much of your life because you go through it in such a state that you can't remember.
And you lose relationships with children, relationships with your parents, relationships with friends.
Yeah.
It just destroys everything. And I say, it's not a choice. It's something that happened. Unfortunately, I haven't got an addictive personality, so I could have quite easily become alcohol addicted without realising it.
Yeah.
We all enjoy a drink, but some people, it leads to a disaster.
Yeah. Yeah. So where can we find you? Or where can we find you? All your charities, are they on social media?
So Go Beyond, just Google Go Beyond.
Yeah.
You'll find their social media accounts and stuff. Bow Sense, it's called Bow Sense, BOSCENCE.
Yeah.
Farm Community.
Yeah.
And then me personally, Trailrunningman. Yeah. If you search on Trailrunningman, all one word.
I did, I'll find you.
I come top of Google. And then Trail_Ed on both Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
And I blog about electric cars, about business thoughts, and also occasionally I put the odd poem up there.
Yeah.
So, and I've got a pinned tweet on Twitter that has got all the links to my various blogs.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you, Debbie. It's lovely to come in and have a chat.
No, it's been a pleasure because I know I've heard you mention about your charities, but do you know what I mean? It's trying to get, there's so many smaller charities that get overlooked by the bigger ones, especially down here in Cornwall.
Yeah. And all charities do a great work, and it's just trying to spread that awareness around, isn't it?
Yeah, and spread the money pot as well so they can get some bits and pieces as well. So thank you so much. So thank you guys for coming in today, and we'll see you on the next podcast. Bye-bye.